You guys ready for tonight? It is Takeover Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to be here with you guys tonight. Thank you for the music, the vibe, the energy. Appreciate that. Thank you to our guests who are on the line today. We are always so happy to have you here. You're in for a treat tonight, and know that you are our honored guests every night that you're on with us. Hello, tribe. Bop, bop, bop. You know I love you. Boom, boom, boom. Glad to be with you every time I'm with you. Well, tonight, I am honored as always to introduce our conversationalist, who is a sophisticated lady. She carries herself with all that she is inside. She's every woman. It's all in her to give all she has to offer as a leader of this tribe. And with her give, she can look in the mirror with confidence and say, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? And tonight, she will be sharing an opportunity with all of us with her selfless character because she's coming out every day in some capacity, in some way, to make sure we are all successful. We're not her only obligation, though. You see, she has family, either her personal family, her tribe family, her friend family. Who knows how much family obligation she has? So, you know what? It is safe to say that she can get tired, she can feel sick, she may just not even feel like it. Who knows? You know, but she's always there for us. So even though she's a mess, still she puts on a vest with an S on her chest. Oh, yes, she's a super woman. She will pick up her phone, her keys, and even a plane ticket to meet us where we are in our journey because this girl is on fire. And you may want to ask, who's that lady? Well, she is CEO mom extraordinaire, Miss Alicia Yarborough, aka Coach Lee. Help me welcome her to the stage, everybody.
Yes. I so love it, Miss Ramona. You spoke to my extreme personality woman. You did that thing. I was so engaged. I was like, I love it. And if anybody knows me, they know if I hear something that triggers my mind about a song in the middle of a sentence, I'm gonna sing it. So
Right.
that, I am. Thank you, Miss Ramona, for being on
You're welcome. You're welcome.
production. Oh my gosh, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. How are you all doing on this evening? And thank you, Miss Lakeisha, for the visuals and for the music, to just get everybody prepared to receive on tonight. Like all of those things make a difference. When we're preparing to share this information. Before I got on here, yeah, she told I'm a mom of four, and so I'm thinking that I got a bonus daughter. My daughter's best friend is over here, and so I'm getting questions from them. They wondering if school is tomorrow because we have snow. They cleaning up and homework, and then I'm putting together. I'm cooking spaghetti with shrimp and Italian sausage before I hop on the line. So all of these things is going on, but I get to have people who are allowing me that space that I don't have to be on here right when it starts. Somebody's controlling music, the visuals, the introduction, all of that just to make a very smooth production for tonight. So all of that matters. And I am just so grateful. I'm gonna look and see who we have in the chat really quickly. And then we are going to dive into this thing. Let's see. I see Miss Chanel. I see Miss Curl. I see Miss Nancy. Y'all can put it in the chat. What city and state? You probably already did, but I ain't see that part. I see Miss Deanna. I see Let's see, Miss Diane, Miss Nancy, who else? Miss Stella, who never lost her groove, Miss Angela Langham, Angela Cooper. I see y'all, Miss Lynette. Y'all are on her. I see it. Okay. Louisville, Kentucky, North Carolina, Chicago, Virginia, Lithonia, Georgia. Y'all are in this virtual space. Yes, yes, yes. Fairburn, Georgia. I love it, y'all. I love it. So it's always a privilege and opportunity to be on the line with you all on this evening. You know, this is Takeover Tuesday. So this is our second go round. We had the coffee club this morning where we do a closer look. It's not as extensive as it is tonight. It's just a snippet, a closer look at the information. And then we hop into a live trading session with some of the educators. And guess what? We made profits today, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so tonight, we're going to give you, in detail explanation of what it is that we have and how you can make your money go to work for you, how you can multiply your money, you all, whether the market is going up or down. And that's what I absolutely love about what we are doing. That is the freedom to know that even in the down market, y'all, because I have a background. I have a degree in accounting and business management. I did international taxes for a Big Five accounting firm. I was licensed security Series 6 and Series 63 licensed in securities. I was a financial planner. And so why this excites me is because then I only had a solution in an up market, right? If I was just dealing with stocks and bonds and retirement and different vehicles there, but here, no matter what is going on, we still have the ability to profit, and that is huge. But before we get into that, y'all, results are not guaranteed. Like anything in life, not just in business, okay? Anything in life, the results aren't guaranteed. And if you want to see success, what is it going to require? It's going to require hard work. It's going to require dedication, persistence, and commitment. But I always say here, our hard work, our dedication, and our persistence and commitment looks a little bit different because we're not just trading our time for money. And so you can learn this skill for yourself, or you can take trade ideas from our expert educators or from our AI software, you all. That's what you have the opportunity, and that's what we're going to be discussing on tonight. And this is the platform that our tribe is connected to, Economy. I love that play on words because you are, regardless of what's going on in the world's economy, you can create your own. And you can truly live a life that's elevated. And here, you are definitely going to have access to the right leadership, the right technology, strategies, and tools to help you design the life that you truly want, right? Not just a life that, you're accepting. Now, let me see really quickly. I'm going to go out here and make sure that, okay, it is. Boom, got you. So let me show you what that looks like. Let me show what it looks like for your money to multiply and have your money go to work for you.
This is how you make money.
Keep it, runners. Don't even keep it. Never close it now. Keep it all the way.
See that? $510.
Keep. This is our trade. This is our trade, guys.
Look at this. Look at this going up. You see that?
If you want, you can
that
close
candlestick.
80% of the position,
It's just
but
keep going up.
Oh
we are
God,
in a buy and we are profiting.
Almost 300 pips.
Almost 300 pips in a matter of minutes.
Can you believe what's happening? Almost 300 pips in our trade. What a
Oh my
day.
God,
What a day.
yo.
What a day, guys. What
Oh
a
my
day.
God, crazy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Who is still in this trade? Oh my God, yes. Crazy day.
300
Close
pips.
it. $1,180 for me.
$1,180.
It's still pushing up. What a day. No way. All the way up. All the way up.
Woo!
Super nice. This is how you make the trade. This is how you are making. This is how the community is profitable. This is how everybody is happy. Pips all over the place.
Yes. Pips all over the place. I love it.
What a trading day.
I love it.
Yeah, that is just one example. That you can see. I get excited about. I was sitting at home in my living room on my couch, right? Not clocking in. I'm not knocking that clocking in for anybody, or whatnot, because that's what majority of the world does. And so I understand that. But what if you had this in addition to whatever it is your full-time job is? What if you had the ability to now place a trade, get online with an educator, take a trade idea and set it and have your money go to work for you? That is what we are giving you the opportunity to do, right? Now, this is why we're here, because I know this cash flow quadrant, the 4 ways you make money, is made popular by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Most of the world's population is on this left-hand side, where in some form or fashion, you're trading your time for money. And I get it. I just told you, I was doing international taxes. I went from that to the beauty industry. And so I was self-employed. But guess what? I was still connected to my money. What I mean, I still had to show up. I was still trading my time for money. And that's why this side only taps into 5% of the money. 95% of the world's population now is only tapping into 5% of the money. And on this side, where you're a business owner, where you're leveraging a system that works in spite of you, or where now you become that investor, like what I just showed you, right? Now you may think, okay, I'm already an investor, right? I have retirement accounts set aside. I have somebody to manage my money for me. But that, I'll say 9 times out of 10, when people just have those retirement accounts, that income is subject to a downturn, right? And then a lot of times, because I've been in that field, you're making 10 to 12% annually. Now, I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, I've made 12% in a month. I've made 12% in a week. I've made 12% in a day. And so then I thought that was great. I had no idea about these options over here. I didn't know that you can make 12% in a day. I had never been exposed to that, because what we would tell people was the rule of 72, which is how long it takes your money to double, given a certain annual percentage rate. And so, wow, now it's only going to take 6 years for your money to double. But the problem is, I was sitting down with somebody that was retiring that next year. And their capital, what they had to live off of in their retirement, no, because retirement is not an age. Retirement is definitely a number, right? Because you want enough capital set aside in your retirement account where you don't even have to touch that. You could just live off the interest of your money. Nah, they couldn't even live off the capital for a year. And so now here we're giving people choices and options, because on this side, your money is not attached to time. That's how you get freedom, when your money is no longer attached to time, because that's what's been ingrained in how much can I make in and out. Just think about this. Are you satisfied? How many hours did you put in last week? And whatever your profession is, how long did you have to show up? How many hours did you put in? How much money did that produce for you? Is that enough for the lifestyle that you truly want to live? And so if you were already at your job, and say you were on the coffee club with us this rise, and you had an opportunity to get in a trade like that, and I'm not even going to over sensationalize, right? Let's just say you made $100, and we're normally, those classes that we're on, that those are normally 10, 15 minutes. Let's just say you made $100 this morning in 10, 15 minutes while you were at working your job. And you have the ability to do that. I'm just going to say twice a week. What would that do for you if you could just copy and paste, make a few $100s a week? Let's say that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8. What if you had an additional $800 for the month just from a copy and paste system? And you didn't have to clock in somewhere else to get any additional income. That is the freedom that we are giving people. And from this cash flow quadrant, I know from without a shadow of a doubt that it's necessary and that it's needed. And so tonight I am super ecstatic, because I get to share the stage with other people. Mr. Lanny being one of them. He is a security officer. He's a father of 3. He's a grandfather of 6, y'all. He is a few good men statesman. He is now a business owner, an investor, and a trader. And I think I have been working with Mr. Lanny since 2019. And I'm just excited to see his growth with the collaboration of myself and Mr. David Gilty. And I'm going to bring Mr. Lanny to the investment lifestyle stage, and he's going to talk to you about our leadership on tonight.
Well, hello, everybody. And hey, Miss CEO Mom, my coach. How are y'all tonight? Well, not gonna be before you long. I'm just gonna come and introduce the leadership. Speak on the leadership of what we have here. I'm connected to Miss Alicia, CEO Mom, and Miss CEO Mom is connected to Mr. Guilty. And Mr. Guilty, has now spoken to me and took me under his wings and shared with me a lot of his wisdom, on this industry and some of the things, that would help in life by giving me books to read, to listen to for the mindset, which is the most important thing, when you making a transition into what we're doing, and he shared with me and shared with us, a lot of his leadership where he's been an entrepreneur of himself. He's been in the industry of cosmetology. He was a stylist, a master stylist for I believe it was like 20 something years, and then he retired himself at part time and did it part time 14 years, and now he's still doing it, here, and he's got his own business of transportation, I believe, with the medical industry. So he's been sharing with us, a lot of the things that help us to be as a success in this industry. Now he's connected to the guy that you see in the middle, Mr. Edwin Haynes. I knew of him from a previous, business opportunity that we were in together, and I spoke to him several times, but he now deals directly with Mr. Guilty, where he shares with himself. He's a seven-figure, guy, and he talks to Mr. Guilty and shares with him a lot of his strategies. And Mr. Guilty, listen, shares his wisdom with Mr. Edwin Haynes, and they collaborate to make things, best for the company. Now, Mr. Mahmoud, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Now he was a guy that was in finance. They all are ordinary people just like us. They started started like we were, uh, ordinary people. But then they had a set shift to where they wanted more. So he became a financier, understanding the art of understanding how to make money and to how to grow and multiply your money. So now we're all in this thing together through Mr. Guilty, and sharing on this opportunity of wealth, that we want to impact 1 million families. And I'm excited because all of that I'm learning from this leadership that you see, like I said, everything rises and falls on the leadership. All the companies that I've ever worked, I never did like the leadership. You know what I'm saying? But in this one, I'm seeing the greatness of what I need from these men here, especially Mr. Guilty. You know what I'm saying? And he shares with Mrs. Alicia, who I'm connected to, and she shares her greatness with me as well. Helps me to be able to, be the man that I am now. I would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for the leadership who has inspired me and given me the tools to stand up now and talk to you all. So, Miss Alicia, I hope I did right and did good for you. Yeah, I'm turning it back to you.
You did excellent, Mr. Lanny. Yes, thank you, sir. Y'all give him a round of applause. This is his first time not speaking on it, but going over a slide, and you made it your own. You just spoke from your personal experience, and that's all we want. We don't want any fluff, right? We don't want no over sensationalization. Just who you are, sir, and that's what you gave on tonight. Now, Mr. Lanny, you talked about how we've been working, together, and you're taking this scalping strategy, and we went over the strategies that we got from the educator. Technology was an issue for you in the beginning. I gave you the taking the next step, right?
Right.
You just kept taking the next step, overcoming frustrations in the beginning, but now you have utilized the foundation of that strategy and made it your own. And now, how has it been to see profits and wake up to profits from it? Tell us about that.
Incredible. I mean, now when I wake up, I look forward to, of course, I pray first before I get to, but I look forward to waking up and seeing what has transpired. And when you look and see, you like overwhelmed. You like the kid on that was on Home Alone when you put the hands on the face. You're like, oh my God, you go through that kind of thing in the mornings, and it's like, wow, Lord, I appreciate what I'm learning here, because now it's done taking me to a whole different level, and it gives me that passion to want to share it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's been doing for me.
Thank you, sir. You've done amazing tonight. I appreciate your coachability, and just giving your heart and who you are. And look, I just know we're gonna keep growing in this with the collaboration of you and I, the collaboration of myself and Mr. Guilty, and then you working
Yeah.
with him as well. It's just gonna continue
Hey,
to
I
go.
appreciate you, Miss Alicia. Everything that you have shown me has, become to fruition. It has helped me to be who I am today, so that I can be able to, share myself with everyone else. So I appreciate you.
You are welcome, sir. It's definitely an honor, and I'm just allowing the creator to move through me, y'all. So
Thank you. I
look, this
appreciate it.
is you got it, sir. This is what we do, right? We've only gotten into a snippet, and I've already shown you how you can make your money go for you, go to work for you. We've already shown you now the leadership that we're connected to and why that's important, right? Because the thing about it is here you get to personalize this and whatever you see fit. If you want to just come in and hey, I be getting to the money. If that's all you want to focus on is the money, you don't have anything to do with the tribe, that's fine. But just know you have choices and options, so that as you're going through the classes that we're going to show you, as you're getting the trade ideas and something is just not clicking, it's that tribe that you have around you that helps to give you that understanding so you can keep growing to that next level, right? And that is what we have here in our leadership, and that's what you'll have in the tribe. And another reason that we're here on the line tonight, you all, is because of this right here. The class levels are changing, whether you realize it or not. I bet you if you go to the grocery store, and I told y'all the last time I was not a person that looked at gas prices, that even really looked at the prices when I went in the grocery store, because I felt like, okay, I want what I want. I got to pay the gas anyway. So I'm not going to drive over here to get it. I might as well just stop where I am. However, in collaboration with Mr. Guilty, I'm looking at it because now I see opportunity. Okay, what is affecting this price to now shoot up, and what's the stock or the ticker behind it, and can I profit now from it? Look at this. We need these multiple streams of income, you all. What was the goal at first? Like 6 figures? Beginning 6 figures was wonderful. Now it's surviving. And so that's why we're on this line, because we absolutely need additional streams of income that we don't have to show up and spend our time on. This is all of what you're going to get when you decide to say yes and partner with us. We have access to all of these different services. We have our ECA, which is our Economy Calibrate Academy. We have our Solex, is where you can be in front of the trade ideas that I've been talking about from our expert educators. We also have our AI software, our Monaro, that gives out trade ideas as well. And I'm going to get into all of that. But first, I'm going to focus on the stock options, y'all. And before we even get to the end, like, this is not, we're not trying to build it up and then reveal the price. No, it's $149. And then $99 every 4 weeks for everything that I'm about to speak to you on tonight, right? So with stock options. Now, I know with a traditional stock, you're probably used to a buy and hold type of system. We're going to buy low, we're going to sell high, right? But then what if the market starts to drop? People normally are fearful because they're seeing a unrealized loss on the books. But with stock options, y'all, when the market is going down, we can make profits. That's what I love about it. However, we're not taking ownership, right? And so with a regular stock, you're taking ownership in a company. There may be dividends. You may have voting rights. We're not going to have any of that. Over here, we're going to borrow these shares of stock for a specified period of time, and normally at a discounted rate, right? And so let's just say I have $500, right? If I have this share of stock that is $240 and I have $500, I can only purchase 2 stocks. However, in stock options, one contract is 100 shares. And so now, if it's $5 a share, I can now have 100 shares of that same stock that I borrowed. Now, let's just look at this example, right? Up here, you see Tesla. Now, let's just say I got into the Tesla stock options, right? that share of stock is going down. I've hopped in it. It's going down. I'm making a profit though, right? I've gotten out. I've collected my profit. Now I have the opportunity, if I choose to reinvest, because my actual Tesla stock, it has gone down. So it means it's on sale. So if it was originally $240 and now the price of that stock is $100 and I've made money over here in my stock options, I can take the money that I made from my stock options, I can reinvest it into my Tesla stock because I've learned how to read the charts and I can see that it's actually starting to push up. And now I'm seeing profits again, you all. Come on now. And that is the position that you can be in. That's the position that a lot of us are in. The money that we originally invested to start in this, and then we put money into an account. We've seen our money go to work for us. And now we are taking the profits that we made. Let's just say for me, I started out in Forex. So then I was able to take the money from Forex and I was able to fund stock options account. I was able to fund binary options account, right? And so now the profits that I make, or the lessons, because nothing is 100%, the profits that I make, I'm playing with house money. I'm so far removed from my actual original investment, you all. And that is a beautiful place to be. Now, let me show you really quickly. I keep saying really quickly. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me see if I can stop share. Well, not stop share. Let me see if I can minimize this right here. I want to show you what that looks like for the options chain. Okay, yes. Let's do this real quick. Okay. Amazon. And this is the thing about it. Say wherever you shop, you can go and look and see, is there a ticker associated with that? Now, because I just consumed, right? And they got my money, but now I can come home, I can look at the charts, and now I can still make money from whatever store that I went in. I can give me my money right back because I spent it there, but now I want my money multiplied for me and come right back. And so today, this is what Amazon looked like. The share of stock, it actually went down, right? From 9:20 a.m. It was 229, came down to 224 after hours. Let's see, by 4 o'clock, it was 226. Okay, so if you was actually in that share, you saw a decrease, right, in the value. Now let's look at the stock options. This is called an options chain. So what did I say? 229 at the beginning of the day. Now this is going to be hypothetical, you all, right? So let's just say it doesn't have 229, but it has 230. So if we would have got in for a put, right, which means the market, we're saying that the market is going to go down. This is times 100 shares. So even though the strike price was 230, remember I said you can borrow these shares of stock for a specified period of time and normally at a discounted rate. So right here, this particular contract will be expiring on the 21st, right? So with this would have been an investment of $102. All right, now you make money on the options chain for every dollar in movement, or whatever it shows up on this chain, right? So the first movement, I would have made $28 on this. The second movement would have been $45. And you notice it's going down, but I'm still profiting in stock options, right? Then when it went down to 225, I would have made another $62, you all. If it went down to 222, hey, those are the magic numbers. It would have been another $75. And so with options, with stock options, your profit is going to be $28 plus $45 plus $62 plus $75. And then when I close out in profit, I get my original $102 back. That is one of the ways that we are profiting here, and that is included for that $149. Now let's just look at that. You invested $149. Say you got a trade idea from the educator that told you to get into Amazon, because we do get trade ideas. Now you got to learn how to read them. But let's say the educator gave a trade idea for Amazon, right? And let's just say this is what you got in for today. The $149 that you invested to get started, would you have made that profit today? That's what we have the opportunity to do. Y'all, this is why I love what I do. And not just what I do, it's a part of who I am everywhere I go now, because when you start learning the language of wealth, right, you have a different eye, you have a different ear. And so now anything that I do, like I associated with stock options, I associated with Forex or with trading in some type of way, because I just have a different outlook and way of looking at things. This is another reason, look at this, of why I got so excited about stock options. This was from the educator early on when I first started looking at this. It said, now, if you are new to stocks, which means no prior knowledge, earnings can be between $25,000 to $50,000, y'all. No prior experience. And if you can look at that options chain, you can see why, right? Now, let's see. Over here, let's go forward. Let's see if we can open this up a little bit. This is some trade ideas that were given in the past. And here are some of the results. Tesla, the cost of the trade was $161. The profit on that was $571. SPY, $170, $848. You can see it if we was in SPX. If you look, $1,500. Now, I want to speak to everybody that's on the line. I don't know where you are financially. If you have $1,500 to invest, that profit on that was over $9,000. Now, look at this. Okay, let's say you have less than $100. There's still a place for you. QQQ, $76 was the cost of that trade. The profit was $947, you all. Now this was a couple of weeks ago. We in February. No, that was from the beginning of January. And we get this scoreboard week after week after week on all the trades of the company. They'll tell us what trades were placed, which ones made profits, which one got a lesson, because we do get losses, right? Full transparency. I would say on average, we have about an 80 to 85% success rate. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. I always want to point out that if I'm saying we have an 80 to 85% success rate, that means 15 to 20% of the time we are incurring a loss, which we call lessons because we learn from them, right? And so not if, but when you get a lesson, I don't want you to be shocked. I want you to be like, oh, I knew this didn't work. No, we're taught proper risk management so that even when we get a lesson, right, it's not taking out our entire account and we still can make profits that's greater than those lessons. So in this particular week, if you would have taken all of the trades that we're getting out there, there was no lessons this week. 100% win rate, over $10,000 was made from just the stock options alone, you all, on that particular week. Now, I'm actually going to bring up my ace, who is also here in Louisville, Kentucky, Miss Diane. She is a retiree. She is a mom of 5, you all. She has over 13 grandkids and 3 great-grandkids. She's a CEO mom, and she is also a part of the Living Legacy Ladies, or ladies who are close to retirement or in retirement age. She is now a business owner, an investor, and a trader. Miss Diane, thank you for being on the line with me tonight, lady.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Now, Miss Diane, you have went through the stock options boot camp prior. And after going, and I think that was like the condensed version, right? Like I think she was going through all of the information in like 2 weeks, and she normally does it over 90 days, 60 or 90 days. And so after going through the boot camp, you decided to back away from stock options just for a little bit, focus more on the Forex. But here recently, within the Louisville tribe, when we meet, for the coffee clubs afterwards, we have been focusing on stock options. We have been going through the boot camps. We've been going through that together. How has that helped you in learning the stock options and building your confidence?
It helped me tremendously, because I don't think I would have even thought to fool with it at this point in time. But thank you, Ms. Alicia, for your guidance on this, because since you helped us, basically held my hand and put us through, everything start all over again, and I was able to ask questions directly, that made a huge difference. Yeah, I don't think that I would have had the stamina or anything to take that on again at the time that you started taking us back through that. So that's helped me a lot.
Awesome, Ms. Diane. Now we have got this demo account set up, right? Which they call it a paper account in stock options. And how has that, we've been taking those trade ideas from the educator and placing those. What is that like to go through that now, to be able to look and read the trade idea right? To place it, to get in those together and like call each other and like, I'm in profit. Are you closing out? How has that been for you?
I love it because I saw the vision when the educator had said how much money a beginner can make. And of course, I'm a beginner. And what I do like is that all of these are pretty much interchangeable. A lot of these methods, streams of income. And if you learn one very well, I mean, chart reading is going to be pretty much the same. So you can mark up your charts because you already know how to do that. So you don't have to learn that all over again. It's been like that for me. I appreciate, that you helped me with all the questions that I had, because we were on a different platform and a different platform and a different platform. So now we're on Webull, and I have to figure out how to use that. So with my previous knowledge based in the charts and stuff, I just said, well, okay, I'm gonna do it just like any other chart and look at it and see if I can get opportunity. And I did get some profits today. And thank you very much, because I just used what I had learned previously and built onto that. So I'm happy to say I was in profit.
Yes. And you all, today, she didn't use the trade idea from the educator. And that's one of the reasons why I utilized the Amazon as the example, because she texted me and she was like, do you see any trade ideas? And I was like, no, I hadn't seen any for today. And then she texted me and was like, I got in for a put in Amazon and I'm in profit. I'm like, what? Yes, absolutely love it. And for those of you who are on the line, we had switched over to Webull. I know if you went through that process of going through Charles Schwab, that was very involving. It's not like that on Webull, and they actually have a paper account as well. And so, yeah, we've been going through this process, and thank you for your coachability, Miss Diane, even in the even in the times where it could have been like, oh my gosh. But like you said, I love the statement that you made, because this information, it can sound like a lot. But once you learn how to read the charts, whether you're looking at a chart for Forex, whether you're looking at a chart for a crypto, whether you're looking at a chart for stock options or binary options, when you know how to look at that chart, that is the foundation. And so now that it kind of, it makes that entrance, that transition into that next industry a little bit easier. So thank you, Miss Diane, for being on the line, and congratulations, ma'am, on your profits today.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, this is what we do. Hey, what's I say? They not like us. Hey, they not like us. They not like us. We are making our money go to work for us instead of trading our time for money. And we have a whole tribe around us that is here with us through the ebbs and flows of life and the ebbs and flows of business, y'all. So that is the stock options. Then we have our ECA, our Economy Calibrate Academy, where we have our on-demand video training. You can go into your back office, you can look at the videos, you can learn the basics of what is Forex. You can go through it in your own time and you're at your leisure, right? Because a lot of times I am able to hop on the 9:30, maybe the 10 o'clock class Eastern Standard Time. The 9:30 is where we get on the live trading sessions for the coffee club, the video that you saw in the very beginning. But most times I'm looking at, the recordings from like anywhere between 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. That is the time that I'm looking at it. But I prioritize that, you all. Like, as she said in the beginning, I'm a mom of 4, I have people that I'm building this business. So I have different people connected to me in the tribe. My kids have their own schedule. I'm in a master's program for digital entrepreneurship. I have a lot of things going on, and so I don't want to have to go and trade my time for money, because I already have so many things going on. So I'm studying money. I love when Mr. Guilty brought that up before. It's like, for something that everybody seeks after, a lot of people don't study it. And so we're studying money and how to make our money go to work for us. So I'm going to prioritize. If it's 11 o'clock or 1 in the morning, that I got to get on, even if it's for 30 minutes, to look at this information so I can continue to train my eye and understand it even more. And it's not just for me. What I love about this is that now I'm getting this information so that I can be my best self, and whoever is connected to me, and whenever I'm in front of the tribe, now I'm equipped with the knowledge and understanding to give back, right? Because something that is complicated, I can break it down in simple terms so that whoever I'm talking to can get that understanding. That's what I love about it. And then our Solex, you're going to get the trade ideas from the educators, and we're going to utilize our Monara AI. And I'm going to show you what that looks like to take a trade idea, you all. From our expert educators, this is all they do. 10, 20, 30 years of experience. And as they are looking at the market and analyzing the market, they're sending out trade ideas to us. And so now this could be your first week here, and you can place a trade like you have 10 years in this thing because of these trade ideas. Now, this was for a buy, which means the market is going up. So this was actually the 16th of February. They put a buy for gold. They gave us our entry point. They gave us our stop loss, and they gave us multiple take profits. When did that come out? That was at 8:26 p.m. Y'all see that? Now look at that, 2 minutes, y'all. By 8:28, boom, that first take profit hit. By 8:32, boom, that second take profit hit, you all. By 9:43 p.m., that third take profit hit. And all you did was take the numbers that you see on that screen and you input them into whatever broker that you were utilizing, and you had the ability to make profits. Now, let me show you what it looks like. Let me get out of that. What it looks like to take trade ideas with our AI software. Now, I could actually log into the back office and I can look at a list of the trade ideas that come out for the day, but I also have it connected to Telegram. That is an option to where, I can just be on my phone out and about, and this is more personalized. So everybody's AI software looks different because everybody has different currency pairs that they like to tap into. And so I like the more volatile pairs, more faster moving pairs. So you see, I have Ethereum, I have Bitcoin, I like NAS 100, I like US 30. And so it's going to give me pairs based on what I like. I'm more of a scalper. So I have a 5-minute, a 15-minute. Let's look at this one. It's giving me my entry point, right? This is the triangle. And then it has my take profit up here, my stop loss to manage the risk. Now, let me show you. Let's go over to the broker and show you the simplicity of what it looks like to place these trades, you all. Okay. So if I was to hop into gold, I'm not on one-click trading for a buy. All right. Boom. Stop loss and take profit. Let's just say, and what is it? 931. Okay, 931.57 is the lowest I have to do. And let's just see if we'll do, what's it up for a buy? Okay. Stop loss. Because the market is currently just keeps moving. Okay, so you see how I just typed in those numbers? That's what it looks like to take a trade idea either from the educators or from your Monara software, right? And before you even get into a trade, right, you know that, okay, my projected lesson is at $116. If it goes in the opposite direction, my projected profit is $432. So it's up to you whether you want to take this trade idea. You will hit send order and you can be about your way. And that's it. Because a lot of times when people think of trading, they go, I don't want to be stuck in front of a computer all day. Who wants to be stuck in front of a computer all day? We don't have to do that. And what makes the difference in your profit or your lesson is the lot size based on your account size. So if you have a larger account size, you can have a larger lot size, right? And so if I just keep moving up, you see where it was $400 and I increase my lot size, boom. You see that? It's going up. Now it's closer to $500, right? And so depending on a person's account size, somebody might have made $20 in the trade. Somebody else might have made $2,000 in the trade. It's just based on your account size and your lot size. So we have all of this you all for $149, then $99 every 4 weeks, the stock options, the educational classes to understand this information for yourself, the trade ideas that you can get from the educators, the trade ideas that you can get from this Monara AI software. And then again, you have the tribe every step of the way. Where there's any any clarification that you need, if we don't know, we're gonna get somebody on the line who does know. Now I'm gonna show you in real time. This is actually, I think this was on Mr. Laney's phone. We was here in Louisville. A trade idea had came out and we placed it.
So we just got in the trade, right? We're in training. We started out in just minutes. It hopped up to $34.34. So we're just showing the investment lifestyle and how you literally can come on here and learn how to make money from your phone. You see these numbers going? Now, if the market starts going in the opposite direction, guess what? The same way you just made that money, you can incur a lesson. Complete transparency. But we are showing you, we're not just rolling the dice. We're learning the skills, and we're learning different indicators of why we should take the trade that we are taking. So in a matter of minutes, you see it just topped again from $39 to now $55. Y'all, this is what we do. This is what I'm showing you all. The benefits of the investment lifestyle.
That is what we are showing you all. Everything that's included, all the benefits. Now, here are some of our add-on services, right? We have Plutus, which are the indices. Again, and with everything that I'm going over, you have the live trading sessions that you can hop on with the educators. There's recordings if you can't hop on those live sessions, and there are trade ideas that are given out with the Plutus, with the RFX, and with the DeFi-verse. So with the indices, it's our faster moving pairs. If you want this as an add-on, it's an additional $50, and then $50 every 4 weeks. With our high frequency trading, that is our binary options. This is pretty cool, y'all, but this is like an all or nothing type of system. And so we're going to say whether the market is going higher or lower. It's a time trading. So a lot of times the educators, they give out trade ideas, whether it's going to be on a 1 minute or a 3 minute. And then if I say that the market is going to go higher, in that 1 minute, it can fluctuate. But when that minute is up, it has to be above my entry, right? And if it is, I'm getting a win. And if not, I'm getting a lesson. But to be online with the educators, and they're just constantly calling out these pairs. Like they may say, AU, and they're going to call out the last 3 numbers of price. So AU for 356 on a 1 minute, right? It's for a buy. Then they may say GJ 257 on a 3 minute for a sale. And they're just like constantly, a lot of times there may be 2 educators on at the same time. And so they're just calling out those numbers. And what we do is we're putting in pending orders. So we're not hopping in right at that time. They saying when price hits that point, it's going to execute for you. So I might have 5 trades that's pending, and then they'll be like, okay, GJ just activated. All right, GJ is going, okay, GJ cleared. We got to win on that. It's a fast-paced environment that I absolutely love. It's an additional $25, and then $25 every 4 weeks. But when you can make $25 on one trade, like, it's worth it. Then we have our DeFi-verse. This is our entire crypto world, where you're not just learning about, when you think of crypto, a lot of times you're thinking of Bitcoin or you're thinking of Ethereum, right? But we're also talking about the psychology behind the market. We're also talking about different altcoins, that you can buy and hold, or you can get in for a trade idea. And then we definitely getting trade ideas. And with crypto, it never sleeps. So with Forex, it's 24/5. It's 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, from Sunday at 5 to Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crypto, 24/7. All day, all night, right? And so on the weekends, definitely hopping into crypto trades from these trade ideas from DeFi-verse. This is an additional $69 if you already have that elite pack that I talked to you about. But if all you want was DeFi-verse and crypto as your main focus, you can get this and this only, and that'll be $149, right? Because you don't have anything else. And then it's $99 every 4 weeks. So again, choices and options, and however it is that you want to do this thing. Now, if you like me and you want it all bundled together, then the gold pack is going to be for you. I have the gold pack. It is $149. And then it's $165 every 4 weeks. And it just makes sense because I had all the add-ons before we had the gold pack. And, you know, you are saving money in the long term with the monthly expenses. And I tell you all, I saw so much value in what we have that I invested the $149.99, right? We didn't have the gold pack when I first started. Then I reinvested that $499 again, but that $499 didn't come out. Well, it came out of my bank account, but it came out of the profits that I had already made from the Forex. And so now my profits were able to purchase this gold pack. And I'm telling you all, in real life, the first day that I got a trade idea, the very first day that I invested in this gold pack, I got a trade idea from DeFiverse. And in one trade, you all, I made more than half of that back, that $499 in that same day in one trade. So it's just so much value in what we have. And I'm actually going to bring to the stage this beautiful lady, our warrior of the tribe, who is out of Maricopa, Arizona. She is originally from Chicago, Miss Nicole, who has been in medical assistance for 11 years. She's actually an MA scheduling supervisor. She is a veteran. She's a mom of 3. She is, I didn't put that on there, Miss Nicole. My apologies. I think a grandmother of 1. Look, I'm learning more about her. She has her BS in business management. And she has her master's in early childhood education. She is a CEO mom and a Living Legacy lady. And she is actually one of the co-hosts of the Living Legacy Ladies. Bi-weekly on Wednesday, she co-hosts alongside Miss Debbie, and they do a phenomenal job in talking to those who are close to retirement or in retirement age. And she is now a business owner, investor, and trader. Miss Nicole, I know you are on this line, woman. Let me see where there you are. Thank you for being on the line.
Miss Alicia. Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate the honor and the privilege to share with you tonight.
Now, woman, you have proof of concept all over this daggone board. Like I could just pick one and say, now you were on the coffee club this rise, and I'm sure you was at work and still tuning in. What was that like to be on the coffee club, to hop in the trades? And I saw you put in the chat that you had some profits. What was it like, lady?
You know, being on the coffee club is it's exciting. It's invigorating. And yes, I was working, but being at home working and able to just hop in and make a profit, not only just make a profit for myself, but to see everybody else, you know, chiming in and getting in on the trade, and we're all making profits together. It was so exciting. It really was. It was really exciting.
I was so glad to see you on the line this rising, and then to see that you had made profits. Now, what has been your experience with DeFiverse?
My experience with DeFiverse, when I'm able to jump in and place the trade, you know, we get the alerts through the app, and then I'm able to jump in and put the trade in. I have had probably 85 to 90% win rate with DeFiverse. I'm slowly building back up because, you know, I've been in profits and I've reinvested in myself with my profits. And it's really amazing to learn this skill, but you can learn it at your own pace. But in the process of me learning at my own pace, copy and placing that's where it's at. I mean, why not cheat? Why not cheat on the smart kids? It's there for us to utilize, and with watching and learning their success rate, why not?
That's right. Now, Miss Nicole, you have been a part of the tribe for quite some time. And so what has that been like, you know, for you to work with the leadership here and grow over the time?
man, Miss Alicia, it's enlightening. And the reason I say it's enlightening because I have seen and witnessed the growth, from being a part of other entities and coming into and under the tutelage and leadership of Mr. Guilty has, man, it has inspired me to do more. It has inspired me to broaden my mind, my spirit, my legacy. It has enlightened me to open my mouth, and let people know what I am doing. I don't have to be a secret agent, because when you're winning in success and you're winning with your tribe and you're growing, and just the leadership that we have, like I said, with Mr. Guilty, with yourself, with Miss Kamaya, and locking arms with Miss Debbie and other upcoming leaders, is just phenomenal to see that everybody is helping everybody grow. There's nobody stepping on your shoulders. There's people reaching down saying, come on up here with us.
That is the most accurate picture that you have painted of who we have in our leadership, and just how we move as a tribe, holding up our shield for one another, exhibiting, that give, and just a spirit of wanting everybody to succeed on purpose together. So thank you, Miss Nicole. I appreciate it. You said I'm going to be out and about, but I got you. And you have definitely added to the conversation on tonight. So it's been a pleasure to have you on the stage.
Thank you so much, Miss Alicia.
Yes, y'all. This is what we do. I absolutely love it. We also have a proof of concept challenge, you all. And so what is this? No matter where you're starting at in your investment journey, whether it's $25, $50, $100, we can give you a systematic goal of, okay, I want to make a profit of $500 this month. Depending on where you start, we can tell you what it looks like on a daily basis, what profits you need to make on a daily basis in order to hit that goal. And so we're not just going to throw you out here willy-nilly. We're going to give you a systemized schedule that you can follow, to see the success that you desire. Now, I talked about in the beginning to be on that right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, being the business owner. We've already talked about being an investor. And so this is the opportunity that you also have to, like she talks about, sharing this with other people. If you're making these profits, why wouldn't you want somebody else to be able to tap into this, right? And as you do, if you want to decide to run this as a business, now you do have to invest an additional $29 for the IBO license, and then that is $15 every 4 weeks. But once you do that and you share this with other people, the company is going to compensate you, right, as you start to grow. Also, you share this with other people, you get a $50 fast start bonus, you all, right, because you showed value with somebody else. And let's just say you went out and you was having natural conversation, you invited some people onto the webinars, and you have 4 people that decide to personally enroll with you, right? You have 4 people. Now, if you just stayed at 4 people, the company is going to pay you $25 every week. So now that $100 every 4 weeks is covered. But you're out here, you're talking to people, the people that you have talked to are now sharing with other people. Let's just say it was Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole is sharing with other people. And now the people that is personally enrolled with her, they may fall and be connected to you as well. And so let's look at this. You have 4 people personally, but you may have 200 people on your left and 200 people on your right that you don't even know. But everybody is sharing this together. When that happens, that monthly payout will total up to $5,000. The company will give you over $1,200 every week just for sharing this business opportunity with other people. If you have 4 and you have an organization that is built up to 200 on your left and 200 on your right. Now, me personally, this is where I am personally. I'm an influencer, 1,500, where I forgot how many I have personally, but this is the payout that I have received from the company, right? And so we're still just growing in this. And all of these people, I don't know, all of these people I haven't talked to, but we are profiting together. And that's what I love is here truly our network is our net worth. And it's not just, okay, all the people at the top make the money. No, the people that are above you are actually helping to build your business as well. And that is what we have here. And if you don't want to operate as a business, but you still, now let me tell you, if you're making money, you out and about and you, oh my gosh, like somebody's going to ask you what's going on. So even if you don't want to run it as a business, you don't have to, but as you naturally share this with other people and having a natural conversation, because as you gain confidence and you're winning, that's what happens. Guess what? The people that still want to start as a student with you, the company will say, okay, you have 3 people who started as students. We still going to waive their $99. You ain't got to operate as a business. So we give you choices and options. However you want to tap into this business or just be a student, that is what you have the ability to do here, you all. And this is the gentleman. Of course, you heard Mr. Laney talk about it. Mr. David Guilty, whom I call Sir G3 because he's been a guide for me in all aspects of life, a guru, not just from, because he's self-proclaimed, but from experience and also from an anointing from the creator. And then he is guilty in bringing out the champion and just whosoever will decides to tap in, y'all. And I've been working with him for over 8 years now. And no matter what project that we've been in, you see these trophies and accolades that I have hit in every company. From the first company that I started with him, and I wasn't even direct to him then, but he collaborated who I was direct to. And then once we started working together, what I was able to accomplish in 8 months collapsed into 30 days. And it has been no different here. And so that's why, you know, you hear me talk about and speak so passionately about his leadership, because I know what it's done for me personally, what it has the ability to do for other people as well. So we are connected to the right leadership and just the right opportunity, you all. And now I know we're a little bit over the hour. We have just a few more slides to go over and information to share with you. I am going to now bring to the stage Miss Lakeisha, who is in Louisville, Kentucky as well. Actually, I have known Miss Lakeisha, I think, for about 20 years now. When I was in the beauty industry, I did her hair when she was like 12 years old, right? I did her hair from 12 years old up into Alani, when I was pregnant with Alani, my baby girl. And so now we are partners in business. We host a podcast together. Miss Lakeisha has been coaching for 18 years, you all. She is a head women's basketball coach at Campbellsville University of Harrisburg. She's a personal trainer. She has her BS in exercise science. She actually graduates in May. She has one more semester after this one, and she graduates in May with a master's in management and leadership. As I said, she's the co-host of the podcast, Coach's Conversation. Let's talk about it. She is a leading lady, which is women who are single or married. They don't have children, but they still have major responsibilities. And she is now a business owner and an investor. And she is going to come to this stage and tell you all about our sub-tribes. Miss Lakeisha.
Thank you, Coach Lee. I appreciate you. That was a great introduction for me. I feel like I do all that, girl. That's awesome. Yes, no, but thank you for your push, your pull, stretch every day with all of those things and being willing to go, be a co-host with me and all that great stuff. And just we've had a great journey. And I thank you, Mr. G, the visionary of this tribe, for just always imparting wisdom in us and always giving us nuggets and things that we can utilize in our daily lives. And so I have the honor of talking about our sub-tribes. You all, every single sub-tribe has been represented on this line tonight. Coach Lee, great job, well-rounded group that has come up to give you all the knowledge and experience. Everybody did great. We have our living legacy ladies that Miss Diane represents, who are women who are retired or headed to retirement, who have all the spice, sass, wisdom, love, warmth, everything that you can imagine. And they let you know that no technological barriers can get in their way. They also show their wisdom and their strength in knowing when they may need help and utilizing the help from a Coach Lee, from a Mr. G, from different leadership, Miss Kimaya, whoever else may be in the room to help them. They will take that experience and utilize it, and then boom, take it on and do great things as they have been doing. And then Mr. Lanny, who represents A Few Good Men, who's led by Mr. G. A few good men, patriarchs, future patriarchs of their families, men of like-minded, just goals, thoughts, all of those things. All of them are working to give this financial awareness to their families, to be able to utilize each other as just strength people that they can talk to about their successes, about some of those lessons maybe, but what about things to make it better and to use different strategies that we may have and that the business provides. We also have our leading ladies who I represent, who are women who are single, are married with no children. As she said, we may not nurture in the traditional way, but we nurture in our different careers and ways that we help in the community and things like that. And so we're constantly having different things where we can glean off each other and share our experiences and things that we know that we all experience and go through. And then Coach Lee represents our CEO moms who are constantly rediscovering themselves. They often pour into their children, into their families, into everything that they are responsible for and that they add to. And so they are constantly rediscovering themselves. They're having a good time on their Friday night line dances, everything that they do, but they help us in so many ways. And Coach Lee has been a great help to all of us, I'm sure, in one way or another. And so I appreciate you for letting me get on the line tonight and introduce our sub tribes. And I'm giving it back to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Lakeisha. Now, before you hop off the line, lady, you have actually been a part of that, on Thursdays after the coffee club when we've been going through, the stock options boot camp. How has that helped you to gain more understanding, looking at the videos together, being able to answer those questions in that group setting?
It's been amazing just because it's an accountability opportunity as well. Like with my busy schedule and everything that you had listed there, sometimes I can be forgetful in regards to making that a part of my regular day because I don't really have a traditional schedule in any way. So every day could look different. And so it's been great to be able to share that experience, to go over those things together, to be able to learn the terminology, to feel more comfortable being on the charts, and knowing the difference between the Forex and stock options and even DeFiverse. And so it's just good to be able to have all those experiences, but to get to share that with you all, a part of the tribe and those sessions, it's been great for me. So.
And then last week, we took the trade ideas. We had to figure out how to utilize this platform because in the beginning, the educator was not utilizing, and I didn't know. I think it was Miss Cooper that told me that she is just now starting to use Webull. We had to figure out how to, learn that platform per se. And so we took a trade idea last week. And what happened, Miss Lakeisha?
We got profits. I got in two of them, as a matter of fact. So we got profits on both of them. Look, got to go to sleep. Didn't worry about it. As I fell asleep. I did fall asleep on it. Yeah, sometimes I can be borderline narcoleptic. I'm not gonna lie. Mid sentence, just fall asleep. It's like not on purpose. I be tired. But yeah, so I fell asleep on that thing and woke up to profits. So it was amazing. And so I was excited to get to learn something new. Like I said, with my busy schedule, knowing that I'm always on the go. We talked about it on the Leading Ladies platform the other day about how I'm always in the car or something, driving a recruit or something. So it's good to know that I can make money from my phone, from my laptop, the things that I'm going to have with me anyway. So.
Thank you, Miss Lakeisha, for being on the line. Thank you for the tunes in the beginning, the visuals.
Yes,
Thank you for going over the sub tribes and just sharing your inspiration. And then whatever it is that I need you all. She's in Harrisburg, Kentucky. But anytime that I'm hosting or doing anything, I know I'm going to receive a phone call or a text message and say, what do you need? And so in the midst of her busy, and I remember one time you was like getting ready to start practice and you was still, she's like, no, I got you. I got you. She had the laptop in the gym doing the music and like, why she's starting practice with the girls. So I just appreciate, your commitment level that you put in here. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. No problem. No problem. Hey, tribe. I see y'all in the comments. My bad. Hey, y'all.
Y'all, this is what we do. This is all of what we have. So now's the time to act. We've given you so much information of how you can tap in. And then one more from Miss Lynn Richardson of why you need this as a home-based business.
Everybody needs a home-based business. Why? So you can get your money back. Let me explain what I mean. If you have a cell phone and you run a business, if you travel for business, you can write off your plane ticket, your train expense, everything. So never travel just for fun. Always travel for business. And if you have children, you can hire your children to work in your home-based business. Why? Because you cannot write off the food that you feed them, lunch money, off any of that. But if you hire them to work in your home-based business and you pay them a salary, what you were going to pay them anyway, now you can write that salary off, buy all of those things. And as long as it's less than $6,000 a year, they don't have to report that money to the IRS. Everybody needs a home-based business. Trust me.
Everybody needs what we have, not just a home-based business, but a home-based business with us because they not like us. Y'all, this has been amazing. Thank you to everybody who has been on the line tonight. Miss Lakeisha, Miss Nicole, Miss Diane, Mr. Lanny, Miss Ramona for that wonderful introduction. I so appreciate you all. The guests that are on the line, thank whoever put you on this line tonight. Like they really, how enlightening was this? If you've never been in front of this information before, they cared enough about you to sow this seed, right? And it's just exposing you to hopefully make an informed decision that really can impact the rest of your life and the generations that are to come or whoever is connected to you. Thank you to all the tribe for everything that you do, putting out reminders, texting, checking on one another. All of that matters, right? And thank you to Sir G3. Let me see. I believe that you are on the line, sir. It's so many names. Let's see.
Bueno.
Oh, there you go. We have the visionary and leader of our tribe, Sir G3, Mr. David Guilty, who you have heard everybody speak about tonight, who is just constantly giving and pouring of himself into who we are. And he focuses on building the person first to enhance the life, that in turn build the business. And so I'm going to turn the platform over to you, sir, if you want to share any words.
Well, I'm just, I'm inspired too, just listening to everybody, Miss Ramona, starting it off. And it just feels amazing to have a platform that everybody can just be their authentic selves. We don't have to put on a slide or present and say all the typical slang that has been said in network marketing. For me to be in here almost 20 years, and I used to hate listening to some of the presentation where people are trying to do stuff with their mouth to sound important and just edifying. It wasn't edifying. That's not true edifying. They were, just rah-rah and all that stuff. And yeah, some of us made some money and things of that capacity, but it never felt authentic to me. And some of the stories are real, but I love the fact that we don't have to put on a show. So for all the guests tonight, I appreciate you keeping your word and showing up. That's the first step. And I'm proud of the people who are pushing to get people on here to say, hey, this is who I'm with. This is who I'm rolling with. Hey, you're going to roll or you're not going to roll. Plain and simple. We will answer your questions, but this has been great. I'm watching your growth. I'm watching Mr. Lanny. I'm so proud of you, bro. I am so proud of you, man. Words can't express, just watching you do that. We know we have the ladies, and I got something special for you and the Deke that I've been working on in my spirit, in my head, and it's about to be said. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. You all had the opportunity to get a snippet from our visionary on tonight. And it's always an honor to have him and to speak on the line. And y'all, this has been the investment lifestyle on tonight of Takeover Tuesday. It has been a pleasure. Even though, you know, when you're hosting and you're getting ready for something like this, it's you know, you're listening to certain mindset trainings and you're going over information because you always want to give your best, right? And even though I do this week after week, I want it to feel fresh, even for those who are even already a part. I'm asking the creator to speak through me to have the right language for whoever is on the line, right? And so I can truly speak to the spirit of the being who is here. And then everybody who gave, man, y'all, like Mr. Guilty said, it's just been phenomenal. So I appreciate you all. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be able to serve as a leader with Mr. Guilty and just give of who I am and not have to be anything different, but for who I am. And so I love you all, the real kind. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Forever and always, boom.
Awesome conversation tonight, boom.